The aim of this module is to teach the child to sit properly. Actually, there are various sub-goals in this module. Number 1, the child should be able to sit on command. Number 2, gradually his sitting time should increase. Number 3, he should be able to sit straight. And number 4, he should be sitting quietly without any disruptive behavior. The rationale being, unless the child learns to sit properly on his own, he will find it difficult to master the subsequent training modules. Also, much of the parent's time and energy will be spent in getting the child to sit properly. It is important to note that a chair appropriate for the child's size should be selected. For example, if the chair is too large and his feet are dangling, the child will find it uncomfortable to sit for long. Also, if the chair is too big for the child, he will have too much of a room to distract himself or escape from the chair. Make the child stand in front of the chair, loudly and calmly say, "Sit down."
Sit down.
Give her few seconds to respond. If she does not sit, go near her and again say, "Sit down." Simultaneously, help her sit on the chair.
Sit down.
Reward her profusely for sitting. You can use social rewards like appreciation or food rewards.
Good sitting. Good sitting.
It may not be a good idea to use toys as rewards, as they may distract the child from learning. Make her stand up and repeat the steps many times.
Stand up. Sit down. Good sitting. Good sitting.
Over a period of days or weeks, as the response gets better, gradually fade your physical prompt, till finally the child sits on command on her own. Reward her for every correct response.
Sit down. Good sitting. Good sitting. Sit down. Good sitting. Good sitting. Sit down. Good sitting.
Once the child is correctly and consistently sitting over 10 trials, move on to differential reinforcement. That is, do not reward every correct response but reward differentially. For example, on one occasion, reward after 2 correct responses, then after 5 correct responses.
Sit down. Sit down. Good sitting. Good sitting.
Keep in mind not to present a pattern of rewarding to the child. For example, don't keep on rewarding only the 3rd response every time. Once the child has learned to sit on her own on command, then gradually increase the distance of the chair from her.
Sit down. Good sitting. Good sitting.
For some children, you may have to go back to using physical prompt as taught earlier. The next aim is to increase the sitting time. The first step is to set a goal. It is important to keep the goal realistic. Don't expect the child to sit for 5 minutes initially. You may have to work towards it. For our child, we have kept the initial goal of 5 seconds. Tell the child to sit.
Sit down.
Count slowly and loudly 1 to 5. If the child keeps sitting, reward her profusely. But if she gets up in between, force her to sit back with a firm no.
1, 2, 3, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good sitting.
You may have to utilize the principles of prompting, reinforcement and differential reinforcement as taught earlier. Now, over few days, gradually increase the sitting time and fade out the counting.
Sit down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good sitting. Good sitting. Sit down. Good sitting. Good sitting. Sit down. Good sitting. Good sitting.
Once the child is correctly and consistently responding to command over 10 trials, move on to differential reinforcement as taught earlier. The next aim is to make the child sit up straight. Tell her to sit down.
Sit down.
In case she is slouching or trying to slide down, forcefully say, sit straight.
Sit straight.
Give her some time to respond. If she does not sit straight, then again forcefully say, sit straight and physically help if required.
Sit straight.
As taught earlier, here too utilize the principle of prompting, reinforcement and later differential reinforcement as taught earlier. Also, gradually increase the timing of sitting straight. The next step is to teach the child to sit quietly. You may notice that the child is frequently distracting herself by either finger twisting or fidgeting or hands flapping. If the child continues with this behavior, it will impede her learning. Hence, she has to be taught to keep her hands quiet while learning things. Tell her to sit down.
Sit down.
While sitting, if her hands are not quiet, tell her hands quiet.
Hands quiet.
Give her some time to respond. But if she does not quieten her hands, again say hands quiet and force her hands in desired position.
Hands quiet.
The desired position should be the one which is most natural to the child and convenient to you. For example, children who flap their hands and arms may find folding their hands on their lap helpful, whereas children who fidget their fingers may find keeping palms down on their leg more helpful. Once you have helped the child in keeping their hands quiet, reward them profusely.
Good hands quiet.
Again, as taught earlier, utilize the principles of prompting, reinforcement and differential reinforcement. The final goal is to teach the child generalization of the sitting skills. By that I mean, the child has to be taught not only to sit on her own chair, but on other chairs, sofas, benches, in house, restaurants and parks.